welcome to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about Lana, Condor, and Noah Centineo's no dating pact, the reason why the sun won't shine for Hair Live at NBC, and the hidden meanings behind your dreams. Plus, host of E's Nightly Pop, Nina Parker, joins the table. But first,
J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence got engaged.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you. To Cook Maroney?
Yeah,
Who?
I think that's his name.
Cook Maroney, I believe.
Sounds like a chef.
yeah.
He,
Oh, is that what he does?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
No.
He is an art gallery curator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
He's a nobody, guys.
Wow.
So congrats to J-Law for dating a human garbage can.
But this is the thing. Everyone keeps saying that she's dating like a nobody, and like same thing with Amy Schumer. They're like, she's dating a nobody. Like, no, these people are like really successful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're not nobodies. They might not be Insta famous, but they're very, very.
Yeah, they just don't work in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Also, like, even poor people with no jobs are still somebodies.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Just for the record, they
Right.
still have to breathe air, and they have brains.
They're still important.
And they have feelings.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they deserve rights.
Can they
and
vote,
They
too?
deserve respect. They actually can vote if they want to, even
want
though
to.
a lot of
Okay.
people are trying to keep them from voting.
True. True that.
Bad people.
Good for her. I didn't know she was dating anybody new after Darren or not.
Yeah, they've been
Dare we
dating
say that?
since the summer.
Last June, yeah. So, I mean, I think she's a relationship girl, and she seems to have, each time I feel like she picks somebody a little more more her. Like less, well, like less famous, less like, you know, I think like previously has dated men that are like as famous or more famous than her. I think this is a good dynamic, like power dynamic.
Well, they're getting married, so this should be the one to.
A minute ago, Brittany thought he was a cook, and now she's saying they have a good dynamic.
No, that was a joke. That was me trying to make a joke, Allie. Thank you.
Oh.
Man, no, you're getting really good with being, like, really dry. Yeah, no, that's cool.
That's sort of
You
like
know,
my, yeah.
Up until now, you've had a lot of dad jokes, and now you're trying dry humor, so we just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, every day it's a new.
I'm
tomorrow
trying
you're gonna be a
so
prop
hard.
comic.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I'm gonna start doing impressions and stuff. It's gonna be great.
Shade.
Just
I actually, whenever I see photos of them, he also like I like his style. He's always in like monochromatic colors.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they look good together.
Does he have a neck beard, or is that just a long beard? I can't see.
It
the
looks like
hair.
a neck beard that he hasn't quite. I think the
looks
guys on
bad.
Queer Eye would make him shave it up to here.
Yeah.
Just because it looks better.
I would just trim that, or just a mustache.
Yeah.
You
For
love
the
Do you think he
wedding.
kind of looks like Adam Levine's like older brother?
That's what I said
Yeah.
in rehearsal.
Yeah.
You stole that.
I was just bringing it.
I
I was setting you up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Allie.
Allie,
It's crazy.
Allie's
Brittany started
throwing
doing
daggers at
stand-up.
Brittany
Yeah.
today.
Brittany has a stand-up show tonight.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna come?
You guys, I want you all to come to my stand-up show tonight.
Okay, cool. Where
Brittany
is it?
does stand up.
Where is it?
It's in Brooklyn, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Really
Edgy. I heard Brooklyn's a hot
A lot of
spot.
important people will be there.
Wow.
But really, Allie, you have a show tonight. So
I do have a show tonight.
You should go to her Instagram and find out where they can go to.
Thanks, guys. Allie Colbert.
Yeah. Anywhere, somewhere over the rainbow, dreams really do come true. That's right, Disney will officially host its first LGBTQ Pride event this summer in Disneyland in Paris. Dubbed Magical Pride, the event will kick off Pride Month and invite visitors to dress like a dream, feel fabulous, and experience Walt Disney Studios Park like never before. Loud, proud, and alive with all the colors of the rainbow.
Wow, they're gonna let gay people dream finally? Oh my God. This is amazing.
2019 is looking up, guys.
Yeah.
I already thought Disney World was the gayest place on earth.
I know, that's what I was saying. It's,
So, like, okay, not much is changing. A bunch of grown men dressed up in as like animals. And stuff. I don't know why that's gay in my head right now. But
I thought you were going to say
that's
princesses, but you
Well,
went a different route.
princesses, animals,
well, it is funny. that-
furries.
Yeah, I love furries.
It is funny that like Disneyland America is resisting this, and it's of course happening in Paris. But like, I can think of nothing gayer than like men in tights and women in beautiful
That would've
gowns.
been better.
I mean, you know, Prince Philip and
Have you
Prince
seen
Charming
Prince
are going
Charming?
to hook up at that parade, guys. This is gonna be the hottest gay party of the year. I want to
Yeah.
go. Beautiful gowns. There will be talking animals.
I hope they
Men
fly
in
us
tights?
out, literally.
Yes, I will go.
I would
but I
love
think Disney, embrace how gay you are. That's the advice. Like, go for it, because I can think it's nothing but it's so great about Disney. Like that's just like they should just celebrate all over the world, not just in Paris.
I agree, and it's weird that the U.S. isn't jumping on this because they already have designated gay days. Like so they have like unofficial gay day events that like are very popular. People go to them every year. So it's
Disney
like,
does?
Yes.
What is it like on a Tuesday?
In Anaheim and Orlando, they do one's in October, one's in August, and it's like a very well publicized, well attended event. And it's like just do Pride. Like what are we waiting for?
Yeah, what the hell?
Because like Mike Pence will show up and get like wave his little finger. That's why. But yeah, this seems, it's gonna be like a big party. You can like win a sweepstake and get like a hotel room and free tickets to the theme park or whatever. I'm totally into this.
Yeah, we all gotta go.
We all gotta go.
So I'm just like, wait, I'm tired of reporting on this. Can we go?
Yeah.
I know some people. We could maybe get invited.
All right, yeah, let's do this.
What people do you know?
I know some PR people at Disney World.
Oh.
Really?
I used to be a travel writer, and I had to go down to Disney World by myself as an adult, and I hated it. But
What?
that
sounds fun.
I am not a Disney girl at
Really?
all.
Not
Yeah.
Disney. Oh my
Disney. I mean, I enjoyed the rides. It was really cool. I just feel like can't get into the magic. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is that? What does that say about me?
Yeah, I think it means you're dead inside.
Yeah.
I've said that several times on this show that I'm dead inside.
No, I think you're dead inside, which I'm a little bit jealous because I have so much light, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the life of the party.
You're a goddess.
Yeah, I'm a goddess. I'm just like, I wish I was more dead.
I know.
Disney World makes me so happy.
Really?
Like
It
when I go, it like stirs up this feeling that's like very like visceral in my chest.
Really?
It's like after you take a shot of tequila, that's how I feel at Disney World. And also like, it's kind of interesting to me. I've heard like it's very difficult to become one of the characters.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
I know a girl who was a Disney princess.
And they're like super confidential about like how they refer to the characters. So like you couldn't say like I was Belle. You would say Belle when I worked with Belle.
Yeah.
You have to create that sort of dichotomy in your identity.
Yeah, there's all these rules. I know when I was down there, like I was taking a photo with Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
Of course.
Or Stitch, sorry, the little creature.
Yeah.
And they had to like switch out Stitches, but they like took him inside, changed them, brought him back. Like they can never be seen without their like hoods on or anything.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Even if they vomit.
Your hood.
The one thing I want to complain about is that...
And it's
like a
KKK
really
now.
Oh, no. Don't give them a parade, please. No, the one thing I complain about Disneyland is that in order to meet Winnie the Pooh, they force you to meet Eeyore.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so lame. And I tried to
why is
like
that lame?
because I don't want to meet like the most depressing person in the world.
He
He's
definitely won't
super
help.
bleak.
He'll kind of bring you back to reality a little bit.
I'm dead
Yeah.
inside and Eeyore is still too dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? Yeah, he's like way too dark. I'm just not into
I'll
it.
never forget when I went and I met the evil queen for the first time, which thinking about it, she basically is a drag queen. So again, Pride.
Yeah.
Literally, the
Natural
opportunity.
fit.
Drag queen should just be an evil queen. I was so nervous to meet her. Like, it was almost like, I feel like the way I would feel when I met Madonna. Like, she was just an icon to me because I used to love as a little kid, her long cape.
Yeah.
It was a cartoon, but I used to want that cape. Anyway, okay, I love Disney Pride, but I met her. I tried to be all cool, like, hey, I'm Lucas, and she was like has said her whole evil queen spiel. But that was a big day for me. Also, Mary Poppins, polar opposite, but another big one.
Have you guys seen the animatronic Mickey Mouse?
Oh, I have.
So when I was down there, they do like a meet and greet thing that you can go, and so I got to do that. And you go in this private room, and the Mickey's mouth moves as it talks. And it was the creepiest thing.
That's creepy.
It was so creepy. I got nervous.
Oh.
I got nervous to meet Mickey Mouse because
don't
he could
get
like
nervous.
talk to me and respond and stuff.
What? So, because someone is like live
Somebody's
doing
in it and it's like
Oh.
talking at you
What
and
do you
its
talk
eyes are
about?
dead and it's just like, hi, welcome. And you're like, you're not blinking. I think it's creepy. I don't know.
And some of the animatronics can be creepy. I went to the Hall of Presidents
Oh,
a
yeah.
few years ago and Trump was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They installed the Trump robot.
Which looked like they basically had the Hillary one ready, but had to do a last-minute change, just crumpled something together, because that robot does not look like him.
Yeah,
But
it
wait,
doesn't
can they
look
make a Nancy Pelosi one now going like this?
Every time Trump should speak the phrase, Nancy Pelosi goes like,
I think Disney World needs to add that one.
I would
One
be
more.
so down for Madam Speaker to have her own
That'd
robot.
be fun.
All right, so at least we've got a plan this year to go to Pride.
We're going to
Yes.
Pride at Disney World, France.
Well, guys, to all the boys I've loved before as Lana Condor revealed to People magazine that she and co-star Noah Centineo encouraged the speculation about their off-screen relationship. However, the actors decided to make a real-life no-dating pact to remain professionals on set.
Ooh, of course they did this. This is what all actors do when they're in a romantic film together. They make us think that they're dating,
Right.
even if they're not. Sometimes they are. They just love messing with us. Obviously, we're going to give them more attention. How is this news?
Also, she probably didn't want to date him.
Like, aren't you ever just watching the show and you're like, what's happening?
Why? Why are they talking about?
She probably didn't want to date him because he's like can be like a pig.
Yeah.
He's not a. I mean,
He's just like a young
He like
kind
did
of.
some really shady, gross, douchey shit.
He's a little bit of a
I think he
fuckboy.
was very
Yeah, he's a
generous
yeah.
with his body.
he just showed
and
everyone his body.
penis.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy.
Yeah,
So that's not bad. That's
No,
not,
I mean, I don't know how he treats women in.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling.
I can
I-
imagine.
Yeah.
yes.
I haven't heard any horror stories.
Yeah, same
I just heard that, you know, he's out on Snapchat being like, so this is what my penis looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He's very generous with that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you Snapchat and like, can you show me your penis? He would send you a
Yeah.
very
He wants to share it with the world.
Yeah.
graphic
Also-
video back.
Even
Yeah.
his Instagram
Yeah.
story
Are you
is pretty
confused?
racy. I don't know if you guys saw him when he was like hanging out with these two hot girls and he's just wearing basketball shorts and no underwear and he was like bending over and they were filming him and I was like, I can see your balls.
Oh my god.
I was like, this is on Instagram?
Yeah.
I guess
well,
because he's trying to show everyone his balls.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, I have not seen this movie. I don't know the range of his.
You haven't seen this
Wow,
movie?
No, I
what's
haven't.
wrong
Wow.
with you?
This seems like this would be like a perfect movie for you.
Yeah, it's so
Believe it or not, I don't love teen romance movies.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
But Madonna's
Wow.
in it.
What?
Madonna's in it.
No, she's
Madonna's
not.
in
Yeah, she
Grace.
is.
I know where she's
No,
like breathing right now.
First
like,
of all,
not in that
I'm
movie.
sorry that this is not for you. You
I
can
never
name
dissed
every
it.
Disney princess.
Yeah, different. I can name every Disney princess, but this is a different. I've heard it's great. I just haven't had the
so
time to watch
good.
it.
A little weird.
Okay, sorry. It's not, I'm not. My brand is very mixed. Okay.
It is really. It is.
So I watch a lot of different things.
My favorite part about this story is she said when they first met to try to get to know each other, they basically went on a date. They went and did hot yoga together
Yeah.
and then ordered pizza. And that's when she was like, ooh, I'm kind of into him. And I was like, you guys were setting yourself up for failure.
Please.
That was like a
if
hot
you want
date.
to get to know me, jerk me off.
Right.
Yeah.
After hot yoga.
After
It looks
hot
like
yoga.
Noah Centineo stayed in hot yoga for a little too long and he just started like melting out. He's like, blah, blah, blah. Him and I have like the same neck issue.
No, I think his
really
is
happy that
much
he's
worse.
a heartthrob because maybe someday I have a chance, you know,
Yeah.
of being like
Really?
a hot guy in a romantic comedy.
Well, I
No,
think he's the future Jack Nicholson, like of our generation. Like that is where he's going, guys, which is like a great career, but he's just not gonna give a fuck what he looks like eventually. Gonna be happy, fat, eating the popcorn at that basketball game.
There's
like,
such a big jump from him to Jack Nicholson.
Well,
though.
no,
Jack
in the middle,
Nicholson
it's
was never
Leo.
as hot though.
The middle is Leo. That's the
the middle is Leo.
Yeah,
you're
Leonardo
right.
DiCaprio,
Oh.
then to Jack.
Yeah. But is he a great actor? Like that's an honest question. Like,
I mean, he hasn't had any roles that are really like pushing him into new territory yet, but I read an article where he said he's working on that, and this is just the beginning, you guys. That's what he said, and
Wow.
so I was like, you know what? If Little Daddy makes promises, I'm gonna believe, okay?
Little daddy.
He's such a little daddy.
Little Daddy, yeah.
Little daddy.
I'm like 48, and I feel like he'd still make me call him Daddy, and be like, okay, sure, whatever you want, Noah.
He probably makes his mom call him daddy. And his mom's like, Daddy, making you dinner, Daddy.
Yeah.
Gross.
Have you guys ever had a no dating pact with anyone? Like,
Yeah, with you guys.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that was actually day one
Day
of
one,
this show.
I was
Like,
like,
Shannon would
no
not-
chance, no chance, no chance.
Unless I really want
Hey,
it.
girl.
Yeah.
No, hey girl, I'll never date you. You smell like eggs.
Egg girl.
She's got
Egg
hard-boiled
girl.
eggs in her
You're
pocket
watching yesterday's
right
show.
now.
By the way, they ate eggs this morning in the meeting.
I
You
walked
have
in.
such
Yeah.
a particular accent.
They were
You
hot-
said eggs.
Ate
But you guys were hotboxing
Hey,
the
hey,
dressing room.
I ate egg this
I
morning.
just saw My Fair Lady on Broadway.
I
Maybe I have
eggs.
like a Cockney accent now.
Eggs.
Well, you know what? It looks like the age of Aquarius will not be dawning after all. NBC has scrapped its plans for a live rendition of the musical Hair, which was set to air in May 2019. The project has failed to take off as the network hopes to find a more family-friendly title for its next live offering.
Yeah, pick something good. Like, what's with everyone picking bad
Can
stuff?
anyone name one song from Hair?
No, I can though.
Aquarius.
We can do it right now.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of hairy people like going like this.
I just know the one song about like
my head.
flat irons. You remember that one? The one song about flat irons.
Wait, did flat irons exist back
It's a
then?
joke. She's trying
Oh,
to drive
There's a
humor.
dad
Oh
joke.
my god, wow, she's killing it. Come on, guys. Just for laughs, book her. Come on, where are you?
It's not surprising since the failure of Rent Live on Fox, NBC's pulling this, because Rent, which is actually a well-known musical, is just really it's really niche and really just for New York, and the fact that all those technical difficulties and the musical, the ratings, only like 3 million people watched it.
Yeah.
I think
Only 3 million.
I think Fox kind of made a mistake when they jumped on NBC's bandwagon to do all these live musicals. So now I think they've oversaturated us with musicals because.
Yeah.
Yes, I like a musical, but I don't think America really loves musicals because in the end, you're like, God, I really do need this person belting a song in my face all the time.
Musicals, to me, can be so boring.
Well, it depends on...
When they overdo the songs, it's just like, I just feel like they're just like reaching, like it's like, paper, I have a paper.
Right.
And then everyone chimes in the background and they're like, she's got a paper.
She's got a paper. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you guys are gonna join in.
I was just gonna let you go.
No.
I was enjoying the show. The harmonies were.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like musicals, sometimes I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna do a song about this, and I'm like, don't do a song.
Well,
just
that is a musical.
That is a musical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think NBC's had the Sound of Music, they did Hairspray, they did The Wiz, which
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Peter Pan. Oh, Peter Pan was
Right?
so
we
bad.
all forget about Peter
We forgot
Pan
about
because
Peter
it
Pan.
was that bad.
That's
But
when I
Peter
stopped
Pan
watching
is
them.
what got Allison Williams Get Out.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's
That's
true.
what got her Get Out.
That's
I'm
what got
like,
her-
put me on Peter Pan.
Because
You
he
would be
was-
a great Peter Pan.
Thank
I
you.
could see you, but
right?
you'd be.
You could
I
be
could
Peter.
like fly. Like,
But it'd also be like you'd be like whatever, kids.
No.
Like
You would
Yeah.
be a good Peter.
thank you.
you would be a good Peter.
Way better than Allison.
And Sound of Music, you had Maria von Trapp had a southern accent, even though we were in war-torn Austria in World War II, which we didn't quite make sense, but
Yeah,
kudos
but-
to Carrie Underwood for trying.
That one had 18 million
Yeah, it was the
viewers,
first
but it was
one.
the first one and people were excited about it. I think the problem with Rent, you said there were technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it in New York and it didn't work for the first 10 minutes. They had some sort of, like Spectrum had some sort of thing. So if you're looking at the place where it's probably going to be most viewed and then it didn't play for the first 10 minutes, I think that hit it really hard,
Yeah.
probably.
You messed up.
It sucks.
very-
Yeah.
That's not even NBC's fault.
No,
it's
it's
Fox's fault.
Yeah, it's probably Spectrum. Spectrum's horrible.
Yeah.
I just don't even know what other musicals they should do that like.
Well, Hamilton.
Okay, they can't do Hamilton.
Why
now.
not?
Well, because first of all, Lin-Manuel Miranda owns it, and they will never let them. It's too new. Lin would have to do it.
Lin would have to do it. Lin would have to be in
scenes
it.
of it.
I
They've
think
done
They
the
did the PBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
PBS
that.
special.
No, they should Lion King.
Lion King, I agree.
Oh, that'd be
Lion
great.
King.
Lion King
But-
would be great.
With the
I heard
movie coming out
NBC's
though.
trying to do Bye Bye Birdie,
Yeah, that's another classic.
which I really like. I like the phone scenes. I watched that musical and I was like, you know what? What's this gonna be like? And then I
Right.
was like, oh, teenagers gabbing. Love it.
That's
Yeah.
like Guys and Dolls, right?
I think it's different. I don't know. I think this was just like a lot of people on the telephone being like, we got rumors.
I
And
got
I was
it.
like, wow, this is so accurate.
Because there is.
Wait, what is the song from Guys and Dolls?
Oh, I saw a high school production of that. I'm
Me
like-
too.
Anybody?
It's like
Adelaide.
You don't
I
know?
love you.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
Dad, what are you doing over there?
It is
But
Adelaide.
I think I think NBC's now, they said they're not going to do these on a scheduled basis.
They
But there
shouldn't.
is an importance though, because like there's a lot of people, one, who can't afford to go to Broadway, can't come to New York. So like spreading musicals to all those kids out there who just have a song in their heart and like to step to the beat. I think it's a good thing for them to watch.
Yeah, I
on
agree.
NBC. So I don't want them to die. They just have to be just very more selective of what they choose.
I
and
think
what they
less is the
Very
key.
more selective.
Less,
choose. Very more selective. That's my-
less is more.
Less is more when it comes to musicals.
This is true. Well,
Evita. that's a good one.
ooh, Wicked.
What's that story?
But they're still going to do the movie of that.
Oh.
So this-
well, I don't know why you can't do both. We seem
can't
to
do
do
both?
both of everything.
That's
Yeah,
true.
true.
We just keep
Sopranos.
recycling.
Oh, yeah.
Sopranos
Is that a musical?
Sopranos musical.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
Carmela! I'm on a killer. I want Carmela!
Get the fuck out of here. Boom, boom, boom. There'll be a lot of cursing, a lot of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a great. That's a broad musical. NBC's looking for. What do you mean there's no fucking ZD? It's a lot of. It's a whole song. Watch Sopranos. Watch
Okay.
Sopranos.
Deep thoughts. Speaking of, have you ever wondered if your dreams have hidden meanings? Well, according to the Elite Daily, the act of flying in your dreams can have many interpretations, from unfulfilled desires to lack of freedom. It may even mean that you are aware that you are dreaming in that moment. Have you guys ever had dreams?
Yeah.
where
Oh,
you're
really?
flying?
I'm aware I'm dreaming, so I fly and crash.
Is that what happens in your
purposely
dreams?
crash?
I always crash when I'm flying. I
Really?
crash and die.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Wait, you die in your dream?
No, I wake up.
Okay.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
like, that's, you should go.
Apparently you're not able to
You're
die. in
not
your dreams.
supposed. That's like the myth everyone told you on the playground in 5th grade. You can't die in dreams. You die in real life.
I think that's true.
I love that. When they're like, if you like are falling and you fall off your bed, you actually die. And they're like, I'll never sleep again.
Yeah.
Oh, please stop.
Yeah, they're like, if you smoke this, you're gonna eat your dog.
That's some teenage rumors.
I know.
Bye bye
Bye
birdie.
Birdie. The scene from Bye
Yeah.
Bye Birdie.
Yeah, this article also says like it's from Elite Daily, and they said there's different professors talking about what it all means, and like they're saying one of the professors says that flying dreams mostly occur in men, and that also can correspond with nocturnal erections.
It was Freud.
Oh.
Freud.
Because Freud's a pervert.
Freud said that. So
That
is that
makes
true?
sense.
I don't know. Guys, you
No.
had flying dreams and been hard when you wake up? We'll
It's
see.
also for men. It does occur more frequently in men, and it says that it can be like they're like, what is it?
Liberating,
Free,
being
like yeah,
free.
to break free from things.
Which
I'm
is
like,
so classic.
And from life's pressures. I'm
Men
like,
are,
please.
men are so emotional
Life's
dramatic.
pressure is what Mary's making you dinner for the 5th night in a row. It's so hard for you, Greg. Sorry.
Yeah.
Greg.
This was a lot of chicken in a row, he said.
Yeah.
He was like, chicken again? I was like, it's breaded. I feel like couples I know are always like complaining about what they eat for dinner.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say stay single.
That's why we
Yeah.
say it.
That's why, so to avoid the repetitive dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of sex dreams.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Do
Yeah.
you guys?
By famous people
Yeah.
or random people?
Both.
Okay, interesting.
Who do you like better in your sex dreams, famous people or us?
Oh, you're funny.
That's good. It's definitely us,
Okay,
all right?
no answer.
No,
so
no,
she
no
means
answer,
me.
so-
She's
I mean,
like,
I'm
Shannon's
so
like,
taking personal offense that she
Yeah.
didn't
Oh
immediately
my
say us.
God, you guys would. I have to tell you later who I
Yeah.
had a sex dream about.
Yeah, you have
What?
a sex dream about someone we all know.
Yeah.
Someone you guys know.
Oh, wait, I remember.
Yeah, we remember.
Wait, you do?
You texted
Yeah.
us about it.
okay.
Sex dreams can be so off when you wake up there, especially about someone
Yeah.
you know, you're like, fuck.
It's so weird.
And you
It
see
really
them, like,
is-
I
it's
saw you
awkward.
naked last night in my
Yeah.
dreams.
I know, it's awkward.
Oh, I like it. I think it's great.
Oh.
I think it's like it's tough because you don't have a choice who you're gonna dream about,
Yeah.
especially sexually. And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I'm like I didn't need to have sex with that bodega cat. You know, like that was weird.
Didn't
But-
you have
Why'd
a
you
sex
do
dream
that?
about George Bush from Vice?
Oh, I said that I knew I was going to.
Oh, did
Oh.
that ever
Did
happen?
it happen?
No, thankfully it didn't. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I've had a lot of stress dreams.
Yeah.
Actually, growing up,
Sex dreams.
stress. Not a lot of sex
He's
dreams.
like pretty much the same thing for me.
I'm just crying the whole time through it. Is that normal?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of them were like being a middle child, yelling at my brothers. 2016 was yelling at Bernie Sanders.
In your dream?
In my dream,
Do you
yeah.
really have that in your dreams?
100%. I've yelled at several politicians in my dream. Best dream all the time. Best dream I've ever had though, I'll tell this, I don't know if I told this already. I was running out of a hotel, it was falling apart. People were like yelling and crazy. I'm running out, my older brother pulls up the car, but he won't stop, which is classic. He's being annoying, he's being an older brother.
Yeah.
And he stops the car, but then I pull out a wand, and I go back in the hotel to save Lizzie Kaplan, that actress from Masters of Sex and Mean Girls, and I save her with magic. And I was like, boom, 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 like shooting spells. It was the best dream of my life, and I have never been happier.
You are such a nerd.
I was a wizard, and I saved Lizzie Kaplan. Lizzie Kaplan, I saved you in my dream. I didn't even know why she was in it.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's cool,
weird.
though.
Cool.
Good for you.
I was a wizard.
Good for you.
I always have these dreams where I'm on this journey. Like I'm like constantly like climbing things and going through doors and bringing along people. And it's always like this almost like stressful, like I feel like it's real. Like
Yeah.
I'm walking, like I'll wake up tired.
I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
such an interesting sensation when you wake up and you're in the mood that you
Yeah.
have this carryover mood from the dream.
Yeah,
You know, do you ever lucid dream?
all the time.
All the time.
You
yeah.
do-
I
what do you
dream
do?
really, yeah.
I mean, I just know that I'm dreaming, so I'm like, I'm not gonna take offense to that. Although last week I did all this like,
So you're just
Yeah.
telling people their
Yeah.
insults don't bother
yeah,
you.
I'm like, whatever. They're like, you're short, and I'm like, yeah, so
what?
what?
Just walk away.
Yeah, and then I walk away. No, I had a dream. Okay, last week I did all this like, I know, inside joke from like 5 months ago.
But
Sorry,
we
guys.
had this anti-bullying expert, and the advice she gave was, we say, when someone calls, he's like, what if someone says you're fat? You go, yeah, so what? And you walk away.
Yeah.
That's your bullying advice for today.
It works definitely in your dreams. In real life, I don't know about that. But I had a dream last week where I swear I was lucid dreaming and I was time traveling, and it was so
Yes.
good.
Wow.
Where'd you
Yeah,
go?
there was a portal in the sky, just the 70s. But it was like a boring section of the 70s.
Oh,
Yeah, so I couldn't fix that.
It was just in some like random neighborhood.
it wasn't hair.
No, it wasn't hair. Maybe that was a premonition that hair was getting canceled. Because I went to the 70s and everybody was really boring.
One time, I was having a lucid dream. I might have told this on the show, where I was having sex with James Dean.
No.
Wow.
And I was like, wait, I'm controlling this. This is the dream. I was like, get off. And then I went and found Jennifer Aniston.
Is that for real?
Yeah, I was like, I don't want a dude. What is this?
You're like, James Dean.
Wait, James Dean, the porn star or the movie star?
No, the movie star.
Oh my God, of
Jesus,
course.
Brittany.
Yeah.
You went to the porn star first?
Porn star James Dean.
There's a porn star, James.
I don't know. I
Is
don't know.
that
what
his
I'm
real?
talking about.
Yeah.
That's his porn name, I think.
Brittany's like, wait, Black Rose? From Taking It Hard on Pornhub? I'm like, no.
He's not familiar with the actor James
Yeah.
Dean. Was he in movies?
James
Guys,
Dean.
James Dean is a really successful porn star.
Well, not any. I think they're letting him back in after.
Well,
Yeah.
the rape allegations, yeah, they were horrible.
He's so bad. I
And
hope
he's a-
he never shows up in your dreams.
And he was in that Lindsay Lohan movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wow, man,
Wow,
scary
okay.
times.
Scary time.
Well, your dreams just turned into nightmares.
Well, on that note, now it's time for today's guest. You may know Nina Parker from her hilarious comments on E's Dating No Filter, or as the host of E's Nightly Pop, where she comments on all things celebrity and pop culture. Everyone, please give a warm Bill Brunch welcome to Nina Parker. Hi. Thanks so much for coming on.
Hi. How are you, Mally?
Hey, thanks for being
How
here.
you doing?
How are you? Hi, guys.
Welcome to the table.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
It's funny, I just listened to you on Keep It, and Ira
Okay.
Madison was joking how
Yes.
you host, you're an E! News correspondent, you're on Daily Pop, you're on E! News Live, you're on the red carpet. You basically run E! now, essentially, right? You're the
Oh, you
boss
better
of E!
tell my bank account. I don't know about that, but yes, I'm definitely on there.
But tell us about Nightly Pop. It seems like such a fun show to be a part of.
Yeah, it is a good show. It's once a week. We air every Sunday night at 10 p.m. And this really is just kind of like a culmination of everything that happened throughout the week, but it's very loose. It's not, I wouldn't say it's not fact-based because we do give facts, but it's definitely more opinion-based. We have cocktails, so it's definitely something where you can wind down on Sunday night, have a drink with us, and just kind of catch up on what's going on. We talk about memes, what's viral, so it's not all celebrity-centered, but it's just our opinions on it as opposed to we're laying out the facts. Because by Sunday, we assume you know everything that's happened through the week. We just want to talk about it.
Right.
Huh, I know a show that's quite a little similar to that,
Yeah.
but we just do it in the morning, and we still drink though. You have such an interesting story where at age 27, you left your corporate job.
Yes.
And you moved to LA,
Yeah.
and you were like, you're gonna follow your dream, and you
Right.
eventually got to TMZ as a runner, and
Yes.
eventually got promoted up there, which
Yeah.
is really incredible. Can you tell us about that journey, and as well as like your love for pop culture that carried you
Right.
through?
Well, I always just had like a love for entertainment because I went to school for broadcasting. So I went to San Francisco State and was in broadcasting and overachiever in school. And, they don't tell you when you're this overachiever in school that it may not translate into the work world. You can have been this amazing student and done great projects and got A's, but that doesn't necessarily translate to a hustle when you're in the big city. And I moved from San Francisco to New York right after college. And I was like, I'm going to be an MTV VJ and I'm going to be on there with Lana and in Times Square. And they were like, man, we don't know you.
Who are
Get
you?
out.
Please leave.
So, yeah,
Get down.
I spent about a year in New York, came back to California with my tail between my legs, and I was I would say I was educated, but I was very naive to what the work world was going to bring me. And I had a lot of privilege thinking like I deserved it when I wasn't really showing what I deserved. And so I kind of worked at Verizon Wireless for like a year just to save money to move to LA. Turned into 4 years. I was miserable. I was doing something I didn't love. And one day I just was crying and my mom was like, you could just leave. Like, she
Shut
didn't
up,
kick me out.
Verizon.
Good phone service,
Yeah.
but if you want to be in entertainment, may not be for the road for
Great
you.
coverage,
Yeah.
though.
Unless
Great
you're in the
coverage.
commercials. And so I just
They
packed
own
all
us.
my stuff. Yes, great.
But
They're
no
great.
dropped calls, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
We love
crazy.
Verizon, but if you want to be a host, maybe
It might not be for you to be in a call center.
Yeah.
So it was just, that journey of just literally packing everything in my trunk and came to LA. I rented a room with no door and just was like, I'm gonna make it happen. And TMZ was just kind of starting up.
Yeah.
This was when they were just a website and they were looking for people. And I just went and I was, I was older as far as like just where there were some people who were just coming out of college, but I was like, this is now my opportunity to get my foot in the door. And they hired me as a runner. So I was taking out trash and, and just really worked my way up from there.
For you.
And now fast forward, you went to the Insider, to Access Hollywood, and then you're an E! E and you're on the show Nightly Pop, so you co-host Morgan and Hunter, right?
Yes.
How's it working with them? I know it's like working with co-hosts.
Yes.
It can be a little bit difficult
It's
sometimes.
crazy. It's a little crazy because, listen, you have all these different personalities and different work styles. So it really does teach you how to get along with people who may not work like you or think like you, which is very challenging, but in a good way. Because I always feel like life is kind of like the movie Slumdog Millionaire, where these little things happen that kind of create the bigger story that end up kind of helping you win. So the things that you think are challenging, you know, I've been fired before. I've been fired from my dream job. Right. So those kind of things really help sculpt me to grind even harder. And so working with people is just something I enjoy. We all have different opinions. Where I before would kind of be like, I hate this. Now I embrace it because it challenges me to like not give the easy jokes, not give the easy takes. It's like, okay, I really have to think about what I'm going to say on camera because the basic stuff anybody can do, but they're coming to your show to watch you. So what can you give them that nobody else can?
Do you have any bit of a comedy background, or you just always been funny?
So Dating No Filter that I'm doing is, they called me a comedian. So when I went out for the show, they said, hey, we want you to test for the show, or we want these comedians to talk about dating. And I said, well, I'm not a comedian, so I don't know if I'm right for this. And they said, no, just come in. And I read for it and I got it. And so I never considered myself a comedian. I just think that my growing up just kind of, listen, you grew up in a Black household, you better know how to clap back, you better know how to read, because I have a big family and they don't play that. So I felt like I was prepped for this just at the barbecues, at the table, struggling to talk with my aunties. They were like, you know, if you didn't have a loud voice and you wouldn't have something to say, nobody was listening to you. So I think it was just something that happened naturally just growing up that you just had to gravitate to.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned Dating No Filter. So you watch and you commentate on these dates. How fun is that, or how horrible is that?
Well, I'm a lurker by nature. Like, I'm admit that. Like, I like to get on Instagram. I lurk so much I end up at my own page. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, back at me. I was like, I don't know who she was. I like that highlight. But yeah, I didn't know like how much I like lurking until I watched the show. So really what it is these people go on blind dates, and which is rare nowadays with social media. You can do a background check on your own on Google with your friends. And so we put them on these blind dates, and we sit on a couch like this, and it's two comedians to a couch, and we literally just watch these dates, and we get to comment on just how you would with your friends, with a cocktail, and just say crazy things. And people seem to resonate with that because it's literally, I get tweeted, that's what I would say. Oh my gosh, this person's crazy. Or the daters will tweet me later and say, you didn't understand me. So it's fun.
What do you have, after watching all of those dates, any advice for people actually on dates? Is there something you see and you're like, wow, do not do that?
Run. No, I'm serious. No, you know, I think what I've noticed, and that's been a trend in a lot of the dates, is they move very quickly. So I see them going on an activity and they'll go sit down at dinner and they'll say, what was your first impression of me? And it's like, it's still happening. Like the first impression's still happening. We don't know yet. They're asking for the second date or asking for a kiss already. So they move really quickly. So I would just say slow down and calm down. Like, they're not going anywhere. Just like, enjoy the date.
Totally with you on that.
Would you ever go on a date and then sit on the couch with them and dissect it?
I would, because I like to have friends who check me. I'm always that type of person that I don't want you to lie to me. Like, tell me if I'm acting a fool. I think love is like the truth. So I'm one of those people that's like, I don't want to be pacified. I want you to be like honest and real with me. So I would definitely like to get my friends' advice, like, oh girl, you were doing too much. I fidget sometimes. So I like to like check myself and look at those types of things. So I would definitely do it.
Okay, I think you should. I would definitely watch that.
I would definitely do it.
You mentioned
my boyfriend might not be happy about that.
Well, we'll just.
He can sit on the couch too.
He'll sit on the couch like this.
I did not sign up for this. It sounds like you're really in touch with your fans and viewers on social media. And I'm interested because when I watch E, I don't see a lot of women of color. And you're really killing it. And I love watching you.
Thank you.
So what has the feedback been like from your community and your fans?
I mean, I think I felt like you for a really long time when I would watch E. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the content. And I struggled with identifying with a lot of it because I felt like this network was not appealing to me. And I think that they finally looked at that and they had internal conversations and said that this is something that we want to change. I think they definitely had women of color on the show before. They've had Alicia Quarles, Zuri Hall. So they've definitely had people, but I think that it was the content that was bothering people more. And for me, it's really important not only to be in front of the camera, but also produce content that people will enjoy. So on Nightly Pop, we'll go through these stories with producers and I'll say, all right, but where's the women of color? You know, are we talking about the LGBTQ community? Because sometimes it is shade, but my shade is, you know, non-denominational. Like, I shade anybody, and I want to make sure that we're including everyone. And I think when you don't see yourself, you know, you go to places where you'll see yourself,
Yeah.
which is why a lot of Black publications are online. They're on Instagram. Like we get a lot of our Black news from Instagram because nobody else is covering it. So for me, it's been important. Yes, we can talk about the mainstream stuff, but to include it into everything that I'm doing and also not minimize my voice to appease anybody else.
Exactly.
Even if people don't get along with what I'm saying, it's important that that voice is heard because there's so many people that don't represent you and you don't remember it. Like growing up, I didn't see a lot of plus size Black women on TV who look like me, which is why I never thought for a long time that I could be in front of the camera until I decided to just dispel that. Like, why not? Why are we so used to people looking a certain way to have to be on camera when everybody who looks like us is walking around the street?
Exactly.
It should be the other way around.
Yeah. But that's such a common feeling. It's something I definitely felt. I studied broadcasting as well, and so to see you killing it, I'm like,
Thank you so much.
I'm like that.
Thank you.
And to credit E, you've said publicly E's really allowed you to be yourself unapologetically.
100%, and not just in one way. Like I do E! News, I do our Facebook show, news show Live from E! They have me on Dating No Filter, they have me on Nightly Pop, and I think that they really enjoy the voice, and I think it's resonated with people, and I appreciate them allowing me, because sometimes you get a job at a place on air that you've wanted your whole life, and then they scale you back. So you think it's your dream job until you get on camera, and it's like, well, don't say this, don't do this, don't wear this, don't sit like this, and you think, well, this, so don't be me.
Right.
And E! has just been like, girl, wear what wig you want. You know what I mean? Because yesterday I was a blonde. And it's just like, you know, I can kind of just be me, wear what I want, and I don't have to, if people want to criticize me, all good, but they allow me to be me.
Good.
And that is so appreciated. And I have to tell you, it's so rare in Hollywood these days. And so I just love them for embracing that and allowing that to resonate with so many people, especially women in the community.
Definitely. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
And the Grammys are coming up.
Yes.
Do you have any predictions for what we might see, trends on the red carpet, moments?
Girl, I am not the fashionista, so
you
I don't
look
know
like
about,
it.
Oh, well,
You
thank
fooled
you.
me.
Yes, girl, they hired a stylist, but I don't know. I'm really just, I just get in awe as everybody else with what happens on the red carpet and just hope I'm in trend at some point. But I just think Grammys are, to me, the funnest carpet to do because it's crazy. This is where we saw Lady Gaga in a meat suit. Like, this is where you can kind of take a risk and nobody's going to judge you for it. It's not stiff. Because it's music, it's so loose. So it's really one of those places I think that'll be the most unpredictable and where you see the most kind of commotion, organized chaos on the red carpet where they run into each other. You could even see like a collaboration, the beginnings of a collaboration on the red carpet where artists love each other and they're like, call me, I want to do something with you. So those are the moments I like to catch. To me, Grammys behind the scenes is almost as fun as the show.
How do you think Alicia Keys will do as host?
I don't know. I'm a little like nervous because to me, I feel like Alicia is so subdued. So I was nervous to hear about it, but I think she is a real talent, which I think they need. You know, she is someone who can sing live.
Maybe she'll sing the whole time.
Right. It might be a musical. We don't know.
Yeah.
But with your voice is so like, hey everybody, welcome to the Grammys.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, I want to take a nap.
Yeah, exactly. It's very soothing, and I know that she wants to be really authentic. I know some people working behind the scenes who are saying that she wants it to be like a performance thing. So I think it'll be different. We've seen like LL Cool J host in the past, so I like that they include artists because I'm always a big fan of like including the people who are in the industry and presenting it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes, and what do you think, actually, because we're speaking of award show, because we are in award season, so what do you think has been the biggest moment so far from the Golden Globes to SAG Awards, or what do you think will be now with the Oscars with no host or anything? Like,
well, I think that's probably the biggest thing, buzzworthy thing, is that the Oscar host and the whole Kevin Hart controversy, I think that's been the biggest thing. I don't think they're going to have a host at this point. So I think what are they going to do? That anticipation of like, are they going to have skits? Are they just going to have a ton of presenters? Also, maybe the biggest thing for me is that Jennifer Lopez is doing a Motown tribute at the Grammys.
I saw that.
I was like, oh, really?
Can we talk about that?
I'm gonna hold my breath through that one.
She's lovely, but a Motown tribute?
Yeah, that's
Jenny Jenny.
like she's not singing Diana Ross to me. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's just interesting to me. We would have to talk about
I agree.
That's when I was like, okay, Grammys, okay, Jenny from the Block's gonna do the Motown tribute. I don't know about this. I don't know about this.
I just was like, there could have been a couple other phone calls.
There's a really long list of other phone calls, actually. Yeah.
So, but she's gonna show us this area of her boobs, that little side boob, and we're not gonna question it. And we're gonna be like, this is great.
Oh, child, Black Twitter will question it.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
And I feel like we're not gonna get any answers.
No, I mean, listen, it makes me want to watch it.
Yes.
But, you know, I just say Motown is very iconic.
Yes.
So, you know, it's just like anything. If it's an iconic thing, you have to make sure it's an iconic singer giving it. So, no shade to J-Lo. I love to watch her. And, you know, shout out to Made in Manhattan. But I just, you know.
I love that movie.
I just, you know, I don't know about
We
the
just
Motown
don't need
trip.
another Madonna Aretha tribute speech.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've blocked that out.
I know, I try to block it out too.
That's why I'm nervous.
Nina, thank you so much for joining us. It's so much fun. You can check out Nightly Pop Sundays at 10 p.m. only on E. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same table. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.